We're also fixing the disastrous trade deals that have plundered our wealth, gutted our communities, undermined our great farmers, taken our jobs. We are going to make trade fair and reciprocal. Reciprocal, you know what that is? They do it to us, we do it to them. And we are placing very big tariffs on some of these countries because they have tariffs on us. It's incredible. I wonder where these people come from, even politicians. So we'll have a country. It doesn't matter. I can almost name any of them. They have massive tariffs on our people, on our workers, on our farmers, on our country, on our companies. So we say we're going to put tariffs on them. And I'll actually have politicians and other people come to me, oh, please, we want free trade. How is it free trade? I'll give you an example. China, if we make a car and sell it into China, they charge us a 25% tax. That's what it is, 25%. When they make a car and sell it into the United States, and there are a lot of them, we charge them the grand total of 2.5%, and they don't pay that. And then when I want to raise the game and play the game of poker, a game that we can't lose, I'll get even politicians, mostly Democrats, but even a couple of Republicans. They'll say, we want free trade. That's not free trade. That's not fair trade. It is so ridiculous. Just play the game for a little while. It's a game we can't lose. You know, I've said a couple of times, when we're $500 billion down, they say Trump is starting a trade war. I say no, the trade war ended a long time ago, and the United States lost because our leaders didn't take care of our people and our companies. So we're not starting a trade war, but we'll finish it. And you know what, in the end, you know what's going to happen? And it's already happening. Already happening. They're going to come to us, and they're going to say, hey, let's work it out. And we're going to work it out. It's very simple. But remember, it's the art of the deal, but anybody can do the deal. There are a lot of people. This one doesn't get much simpler. Remember, it's true. When you're $500 billion down, you can't lose. You already lost. But now we're going to start winning. Or at least we're going to make it fair. It doesn't even have to, we got to make it fair. And the fact is, we've had presidents and we've had leaders that worked for those presidents, negotiators, trade reps, who were missing in action. They weren't doing their job. You know, I was dealt a lot of bad hands. I was given North Korea, where, frankly, we were very close to going to war. You could have lost 30 million people, 50 million people. Seoul is 30 miles off the border. They have what they call cannons, like howitzers. They have cannons. Thousands of them pointed. I had the meeting. We had a great relationship. We had a great chemistry together. The fake news was so upset when I said, we had a good relationship. We had a good chemistry. They said, that's a horrible thing. No, it's a good thing. Getting along with countries, getting along with China, getting along with Russia, getting along with these countries is a good thing. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. And so we have things cooking now. You're going to be so happy. But when people rush it, you know, it's like rushing the turkey out of the stove. It's not going to be as good. The women can tell me, and some of the men. See, today I have to be politically correct. See, in the old days, I would have never, I just would have said, oh, I don't want it. It's too hokey. But it's true. Some of the men can tell me to. Right? Some of the men. But here's what we do. The more they rush, the worse it's going to be. The longer we take, the better. Your farmers, your people are going to be great. You know, I'll tell you, John and Kevin gave me something. They just told me this. Canadian wheat markets consistently discriminate against the United States wheat by grading it as feed. Do you know what that means? They know what it means. I don't know what the hell it means. I just know it's a bad deal. What the hell does that mean? Yeah. But it's true. Canada charges us on dairy products a tariff of 275% for your farmers in here. 200, that's like saying we don't want your dairy product. It's no good. That's like saying we don't want North Dakota, Wisconsin, New York State. We don't want you there. 275%, and I actually hear that's an old number. They raised it a number of months ago to 300%. How horrible is that? And then Justin gets up. He said, we fought World War I, we fought World War II, all true, together, all true. We love Canada. But they're taking advantage of us. We can't let that happen. We can't let it happen. The era of global freeloading and taking advantage of the United States is over. It's just over. It's over. We're also restoring American security by rebuilding our military. We've secured a historic $700 billion. Just got it approved. $700 billion. We're rebuilding our military, and next year, already approved, $716 billion. We're rebuilding our military. It will be bigger and stronger than ever before, and hopefully we will never have to use it, because when it's bigger and stronger, you tend not to have to use it, okay? And in addition to that, we got $6 billion for drugs and fighting opioid abuse. $6 billion. We believe in peace, but it's got to be peace through strength, not weakness. Peace through strength. And I've directed the Pentagon to begin the process of creating a sixth branch of the United States Armed Forces called the Space Force. The Space Force. Space Force. Because space is the new frontier, and I'm not just talking about going up to the moon and going to Mars, and I want the rich guys. You know, we have rich guys, they love these rockets. I said, lease them the land, charge them a lot. They just want to send rockets. But I look at it with Bezos, with Elon Musk. They all love rockets. I said, that's okay. Let's do it. Let them send a rocket up to Mars. Let's be the first. I hope they go fast. Let's help them. Let's make it really good for them. And if they do it, we're going to claim it on behalf of the United States, okay? We'll give them no credit. Let them spend the money. I think it's great. But I have a lot of military guys, and space from a military standpoint is really the new frontier. So we're going to have a Space Force. Every day we are keeping our promises. But to keep this momentum going, we need Kevin Cramer in the Senate. All of us tonight are united by the same tireless values. We have pride in our history, respect for our great, beautiful, wonderful American flag, right? We put our hands in our hearts for the Pledge of Allegiance. And we proudly stand for our national anthem. Right? Proudly stand. In everything we do, we are standing up for our citizens. We are standing up for America. And we are standing up for North Dakota. Thank you. The forgotten men and women of our country are forgotten no more. No more. They don't know where they all came from. And by the way, our people, they call it the base. They used to say it's 35. Then they said it's 40. Then they said it's 42. Then they have these polls going, we're driving them crazy. Now they say it's over 50%. And then they said, some great people, They said, anytime Trump gets a poll, add 12 to it. True. And do you ever notice? I hate it. I meet these people. They call them the elite. These people. I look at them, I say, that's elite? We got more money, we got more brains, we got better houses, apartments, we got nicer boats, we're smarter than they are. And they say, the elite, we're the elite, you're the elite. We're the elite. So I said the other day, let's keep calling these people, and look, let's face it, they've been stone cold losers, the elite, the elite. So let's let them keep calling themselves the elite. But we're going to call ourselves, and remember, you are indeed, you work harder, but you are indeed smarter than them. Let's call ourselves from now on the super elite. We're the super elite. We are the super elite. You are the people who farm the prairie, tame the badlands, and squeeze oil out of rock. True. You celebrate your heritage, and you live life proudly under the big, beautiful skies. And you have the big, beautiful skies out here. Loyal citizens like you helped rebuild this country, and together we are taking back our country, returning power to the everyday, smart, brilliant, wonderful, hardworking American people. We are standing on the shoulders of the American patriots who settled the frontier, scaled the Rockies, and won the American West. These are great, incredible, strong, tough people. This state was forged by pioneer men and women who braved the cold and tamed the wilderness to build a home on the plains and a life for their families, and it's been an incredible life. These North Dakota pioneers were tough as hell, and they were strong, and they were smart. And they all had one thing in common. They loved their families, they loved their countries, and they loved their God. They never gave up, and they never, ever gave in. And neither will we. We will never stop fighting for our country, our families, and we will never, ever stop fighting for our freedom. As long as we are proud of who we are and what we are fighting for, we will never, ever fail. With your help, with your voice, with your vote, we will win, win, win. Like we're doing. Remember how I started. This country, our flag, we are respected again. All over the world, they're talking about us. Leaders from all over the world, they call me or they come to the Oval Office and they say, congratulations, Mr. President, on the incredible job with the economy, the incredible job you're doing with your country, the fact that your country is respected again. Congratulations, Mr. President. Because we are Americans, and our hearts bleed red, white, and blue. We are one people, one family, and one glorious nation under God. And together, we will make America wealthy again. We will and are making America strong again. We will make America safe again. Look at our military. We will make our great, great America stronger and more powerful than ever before. We will make America loving again. Loving. Loving. We're going to come together, and we will make America great again. Thank you.